This is a world-class women's typing competition. They average at least 360 characters per minute. They must type at least 360 characters, and the world record is 512 characters by the American competitors. In the course of the competition, any errors or omissions will be eliminated. In a single game, physical exertion is equivalent to running 5,000 meters. The competition is fierce on stage, and the crowd cheers. The Italian player was so anxious that he overturned the machine. The young Korean prodigy is still calm and collected. Britain's runners look a little tired. The Americans are still in high spirits, and our protagonist, Lisa, is playing it safe. After a few elimination rounds, only 4 players remained: Germany, the USA, France and Korea. In the semifinals, Germany was struggling a bit. Korea's young prodigy was slowing down too. The results were clear. Only the American and Lisa made it through. It's time for the finals. Who will be the champion? In the face of the Americans' confidence, 3 men are still massaging her. In contrast to Lisa, who was stone-faced, she tried to leave the court for a break, but the coach grabbed her because it would lose her momentum. As the final began, this is a 2 out of 3 game series. Each game is 5 minutes. Whoever plays the most characters will be crowned world champion. The crowd on the right starts to cheer. It's clear that Lisa is ahead in this round. In the end, she averaged 510 characters per minute. She took the first game, but the American was also close behind with 509 characters per minute. So it seems to be a close match between the two. It was not certain who would win the next game. The second game was soon to begin. The American player is still confident. She taunts Lisa with disdain. "Shouldn't you French be cooking at home?" When Lisa heard this, she lost her mind instantly, and she lost the second set. She then left the stage in anger. Backstage, pulled out her old typewriter. The coach tried to stop her. "What are you doing with this piece of shit? It's too old." Lisa couldn't argue. She held on to the typewriter stubbornly. "So what if it's old?" Suddenly a familiar voice rang out. It was the former boss. He had been watching Lisa all along. He also knew very well what Lisa was capable of, because he had trained with her countless times. Before the match started, he said one thing to Lisa: "It's over." Lisa stepped firmly into the fray. Compared to before, she was a different person. She had become more determined. At this point, the owner of Pink Typewriter came up to discourage. "To replace the typewriter at this point, you'll have to pay for the breach of contract." Lisa smiled and said, "I'll pay double then." The third game is about to start. The boss is cheering her on from the stage, and Lisa was ready to go. But this time, she doesn't even look at the typewriter. Instead, she meets him eye to eye. The whistle blew and the game was over. In the end, Lisa averaged 515 characters per minute, a miraculous world record. The whole crowd cheered her on, and Lisa finally realized when she needed help the most, there was a man standing in the corner, silently watching over her. Just one look of faith can overcome all odds and setbacks.